What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is Sunday, May 26, 2024. It is 8:20 a.m. And this is right before we're gonna open shop at 9 o'clock. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? How's everything? Been very good here at the tire shop business. When it comes to sales and profits, it picked up a lot for us. It's really weird how this year's been going. I've never seen a year like it. Like I've told you in the past in my videos, where there was a lot of up and downs, and recently it was like a little downturn for like 2 weeks, where it was like just grinding, and you get minimal results. So the weekends is like the only good time. But it was very busy this week. Actually, this was a very crazy busy Friday, very crazy busy Saturday, and I'm expecting today to be very crazy busy. Maybe the holiday has to do something with it, a little extra crazy, but still, it would have been busy if it wasn't a holiday. Yeah, it just the way it works, man. There's waves when it comes to a business that comes to the shop. It goes through waves, and but this one it's weird waves this year, man. It's not your normal pattern waves where you're very consistent, where you can kind of count on this is what's gonna happen this time, this is what's gonna happen next time, and yeah. So but yeah, it's been going very good, and I've been working on my own progress also a lot. For me, there's also these last 2 weeks, it was very crazy busy because I've been selling one of my properties. It's actually a duplex. I told you about it on one of the last two videos, but it finally closed this week. So escrow is closed, and now on to the next chapter, which is my money is in a 1031 exchange. And so I'm not touching the money, and that money's gonna be all rolled over tax-free until the next property, and we continue with business. So as I told you in the past, if you see my videos for a long time, if you actually look for years in my videos, ever since I started this channel, I've been working on this place, this mobile home park, and I was going back and forth with the owners about buying it, and finally we were able to actually get everything on paper, right? And which is a purchase agreement, and I'm buying the mobile home park from them. And it's actually going to be two things for me. It's like killing two birds with one stone, where I'm gonna get an investment property, but at the same time, I call it my life goal. Is like my life goal is to get a California mobile home park. So even if it wasn't making money, I would still buy it because it's just my goal. Like, that's what I really want. I don't know why that's my goal, but I've had that goal for many years, and finally gonna happen. I'm very excited. The owners desperately now want to sell it. They're like in a desperate situation where they need money fast. So we're gonna do something very creative, where they have a first position loan. I'm going to assume that loan and take over that loan. They're gonna create a second position loan where it's seller financing, and we close escrow. I fill in the rest with cash, and it's gonna be short-term loans, so they're not long-term loans. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a few couple months to, or when it's in my name already, I'm going to refinance, and those two loans get paid off, and then I get a long-term loan, which is 5+ years is the goal. And yeah, that's the whole plan for now. So right now I'm very steady with everything. When it was like just saving money as much as I can, because I'm doing these rehabs, and I'm pretty much done with the rehabs. The last one just finished, I think this Saturday, which is yesterday, and I can continue now with buying tires. So last week I bought 150 tires, used ones. This week I bought 220. These are way smaller numbers than what I'm used to in the past. But it went both ways. Why? Because it was, number one, slower in the shop, and two, I was saving money to just in case, whenever, if something was gonna go down where I cannot handle it, then I have some money where I can. So just in case, just so you know what I'm talking about. The first position loan, I can refinance it for 3 years once it comes due in like October, right? And the second position loan, I'm not gonna be able to refinance. It's gonna be due in 3 months. So if I go to my lender and they say, yeah, they can do it, and then they don't handle it, and 3 months is up, then what am I gonna do? Well, my plan is, if that happens, which is a very long shot, but you still want to prepare for it, right? If that can't happen, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pay them off cash for that second seller financing loan, and I'll be stuck just with the first loan. And what's going to happen is going to be a nice, huge cash flow in the property, because I'm going to only owe like, it's probably going to be like a 15% what I owe in mortgage compared to, you know, your debt to income. I'm sorry, loan to value. So I want to have a super small loan, real huge cash flow. That's not my goal though. You know, when you invest in real estate, you want to leverage as much as you can. So if I do get the loan, it's going to be at like a 50%. Well, a little bit less than 50%, like 47 point something or something like that. So I'm putting more, I'll be putting more than 50% down, and I'm fine with that. Again, because my whole goal is I'm gonna be able to get two things out of this one next transaction, which I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very happy. It's very exciting. So I'll be turning 2 units into about 10 units on this 1031, and the park, it actually has like 17 or 18 spaces, so I can grow from there in the future, where I can do like this electrical upgrade on the property, and I can be able to put more homes in the property, legit, with, you know, everything done legit, and that's gonna be a huge value add. That's like the thing you want to look for, actually, real huge like that, when you want some like real juicy deals. So this is a real juicy deal right here, big time. But for now, raise the rents, get people out that are not paying, and get some fix up the property, fix up the units, and then get new people in, market rents, and then if you do that, you're gonna have a higher income, which means the property's worth more. But you know, that's for like a year down the line, where this, like, once I acquire the whole, you know, next 12 months, I'm gonna be doing renovations on and off, So that's what I've been working on. I've been really busy with that, and so I haven't even made a video. I don't know how long. I posted one, but that was a kind of older video, I think. I've had it. But yeah, so little by little, you know, we're in the gym, right? It's like going to the gym. You're putting in those reps. Reps. We're getting stronger. Weeks and weeks, and then months and months. You're getting your muscles stronger if you're just continuing to go in the gym and putting in those reps. Helps a lot if you eat good, but if you don't, you're still going into the gym and you're pumping iron. I mean, your body has no choice but to get stronger. More resistance makes those muscles stronger, right? It grows them. Same thing with the tire shop business. If you just continue to come in to work, pounding on the iron, working out, putting in those reps, more reps. You come and put your reps in. You're gonna get closer to your goals every single gym session. Whether like sometimes it could go good, sometimes it could go bad, but let's just say like every 2-3 gym sessions that you come in and put your reps in, you're gonna be able to notice some difference. And same thing with the shop. You're gonna be able to notice yourself get out of debt, buy more inventory. I don't know, maybe more ads if you're doing marketing, more employees, more everything, supplies. And that's what, you know, we come in all the time and just continue to get closer and closer, and you'll be able to see the truth, right? See the truth of like how it works, and the truth about your progress. And just don't compare yourself to anybody, because then you'll really mess up your mind. You're like, oh, I was doing so good, and these guys are killing it, you know? You'll be like, oh, that guy's killing it. And it's like, yeah, but you probably comparing somebody that's been in the game for way more longer than you and doing something different, or maybe something in a different game. You could, like, that's another thing I've been looking at recently a lot, is that, you know, I talk to people, my buddies, and you know, you want to compare yourself to yourself, and to your game. If you're gonna compare your own game, because you want to compare apples to apples, where it's like, if you're gonna talk about used tire sales, then you talk about used tire sales, you know. You compare tire shop, well, compare tire shops, you know. You don't compare like a shop with like a shop with a mechanic shop, you know. That's like two different businesses in one. Or like a shop with the rims, you know, that's another business. It's you know, I see a lot of that stuff like on social media, where you have like people come and do interviews and stuff like that. Just if you see that stuff, just make sure, you know, you're trying to learn from somebody that's doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? So if you want to own a tire shop, you learn from someone that owns a tire shop. You want to own a tire wholesale business, and you learn from someone that does tire wholesale. Mechanic, right? And that, you know, it's just about you know, doing the exact same pretty much thing over and over. When you got it down, you got it down. You just gotta keep longer term, just like keep going to the gym, keep putting those reps. You're getting progress. Yeah, you're gonna have a little tweak here and there, like I was saying all the time. The tire shop business always changes. You know, it's not the stock market, but the tire shop business always changes. And so you do your little tweaks here and there when adjusting. You saw my last video, I was talking about a lot about adjusting prices. Where we see a lot of here in California is like crazy amounts of inflation prices, let's just call it, where you have to adjust for that too. And so but for the most part, you just got to keep coming into the gym, and you know, your bench press is your bench press. You're gonna get that chest muscle, and your you know, your curls, your arm curls are gonna build your biceps, and you know, it's always gonna be like that. And it's not gonna be like where you work out one thing, you get a different muscle, right? So it's gonna be usually the same old thing, because it's science. It's just like it is what it is. So like all these things you see on the social media nowadays, where back in the day there wasn't any none of that stuff. Like you would be lucky if you see mounting and dismounting videos, put it like that. You know, now everybody's like on that thing. So just make sure you you know, you don't believe everything you see, pretty much. I see that stuff, I'm like, man, this is like, have you guys seen that one show that just came out, Tires, on Netflix? Man, I was like, oh hell yeah, man, someone made it, you know? A tire shop guy made it, you know? It's like, I don't see what's up. But it's all comedy, and I'm like, man, this has nothing to do with tires. I was like, oh man, funny, you know? A few laughs here and there, but I was like, man, I really want to see a tire business, man. Shit. One day someone's gonna make it like that. One day someone's gonna make it like that, and I'll be happy to see one of you guys on TV and stuff, or on Netflix, or on whatever, on the radio or something, you know, or maybe on YouTube, or like it's more like a reality show or something, you know, where you really see a real tire guy like that knows his stuff, selling a good amount of tires, and you can see all these movements of customers, and you know, it'll come. Someone's gonna do it, right? Someone's gonna make a lot from a little bit, and that'll be so entertaining for me. That'll be so fun. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I just saw it a lot everywhere, and I'm like, man, I know, like, I just said, like, my daughter, right? Like, I bought her a car, and then she gets all the information from TikTok, and then she was like, hey, I looked everywhere all over TikTok, and there's nothing about this. I'm like, man, get all your information from TikTok, you know? But I bet that's how people are. A lot of people are, man. Like, get all your information from YouTube, all your information, but you know, you're really gonna get it from doing it, right? Like from doing this, we're gonna learn your stuff. Where you know, just do it. Just go over, just buy that shop you want to buy. You know, just go and build that shop you want to build, and you'll get it, man. You're gonna learn how to swim. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because, like, man, like, you see this stuff, and like I can probably see, like, because I know the business. I'm like, man, these guys are you know, putting a lot of salsa on that burrito, where people can like hear, like, oh yeah, this is how good it's going for me, and this is how good it's going for me, and I can see how people can get discouraged from that when they're like seeing that stuff. But I know it's different, you know, because every business has bad to it, and people don't like to talk about the bad stuff, you know. Shops, even the wholesaling, tire wholesaling. I seen a lot of bad deals go bad in tire wholesaling. I seen a company close. They went so bad that it was a huge, huge. Sorry. Years ago, right? So let me talk about this company. So we used to buy tires from them, They were huge back then. Very solid company, right? And then brand new wholesaler. And then they were doing so good that a bigger company came and bought them up and ate them up. And then they became even bigger. Now this one company, I can tell they didn't really know what they were doing from the beginning, you know, like, but they lasted for years, by the way. You know, the tire business is good, so even though you're messing up a lot, the tire business is good. So, but I'm like, man, this is like, I don't know, who the hell are they selling to, you know what I mean? But like, how are they staying in business? But anyways, it was a big company, it had a lot of money. So, then the whole pandemic happened, where the prices just increased like crazy because of the shipping containers. They were like, it went from like paying a freight of $2,500 for like shipping a container from China to the US to like 20,000. Now that's massive increases in prices in tires per tire. And I don't know what exactly they were thinking, but they just went like hard. They went ham in buying at that time. And then all of a sudden it started dropping, and it dropped again real fast. Back to like, was it $3,500 per freight? And they had all this inventory that they bought for like 20 grand a container. Right away, that they just closed. They're like, oh, we already know what's gonna happen. Business is closed. Right away, they just closed the doors. And yeah, disappeared. And you know, they've been around since I was freaking, you know, before I was born, right? So it was pretty crazy how that whole freaking story happened. And I was like, man, you know, anybody can go down, you know? It was like, not everybody in the business know what they're doing. And so, I mean, that's like the only story I've seen ever like that. You know, I never seen a freaking big ass tire wholesaling company just close. They weren't even bought out. They just closed, you know? So, yeah, they're gone now. So, I mean, lots of things can happen when you're like buying at a real, you know, high price. Can't get them out at that price. But yeah, anyways, stay consistent with your business. Keep buying at good prices. Even sometimes when I bought at high price, I'm like, man, I don't know, should have done that, you know? But I know you buy a little bit, you're not no problem. But if you buy a lot, then you can be a huge problem. So, anyway, so I'm looking forward for the next, you know, next 6 months of the year, where my business is really good already, strong. It took me all year to catch up to this level where I'm at now. But you know, next 6 months is gonna be just after the, you know, it's gonna be a little transaction. But I got the money to do the whole transaction already of the mobile home park, where now it's just what's next, right? So what's next is pretty much work, keep bringing in profits to the shop, and then enjoy the rest of the year for me, man, because it was already it's like I already went to, like, I went hiking and I got to the peak of the mountain already, and I'm like, all right, which normally it takes like all year to get there, and I got there like in 6 months. Just it happened to be a shorter peak where the rest is just like just downhill from here. It's just a very good position that I'm in right now, because I already, you know, okay, so if you follow I don't know if many of you guys are familiar, but with Robert Kiyosaki, where Robert Kiyosaki says, don't work for money, work for assets. And that's when I, you know, started thinking about that so hard, I just started, you know, just started doing it pretty much, you know. And that was about probably, you know, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that, with real estate. And like, don't work for money, work for assets. So pretty much it means I'm working to like get these assets stronger, bigger, more profitable, including the shop. A shop is also an asset. And not think about how much money you're gonna get from it. Like, oh, I can get this money and spend it. You know, like I get this money and spend it on a huge vacation, on some expensive cars, whatever it is you spend your money on, right? Whatever you want. What it means is, first you're gonna work hard and build your business, build your real estate portfolio, grow it, and then live off the interest. You know, live off the cash flow from that. and so I've been doing that, and it's hard. I mean, a lot of times, like this whole year, I was like broke pretty much. You know, it's like that choke and grow. I mean, there was money there, but it wasn't like I can use it. You know, that money was for like all these rehabs I'm doing, purchases. I bought a little house, and then I'm gonna buy this other one next, where all that money is just going forward to the next deal. Then when those are stabilized, my income will be way stronger. And it feels like, damn, I freaking want a break, man. You know, I want to freaking rest a little bit. Or like, no more buying real estate. You know what I mean? But I know it's a long journey, so I can't say that. And I know I'm not where I want to be at. Even if I buy the mobile park and I stabilize it, I'm not gonna be where I really want to be at. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna want to have this long journey ahead of me. So I can't say I'm just gonna buy this thing and just rest, and you know, that's it, I'm done. Because it's just a massive journey ahead of me. So I do feel like that, though. I do feel like, oh man, this choke and grow, this is a freaking long one, man. And I just want to just use my money to have my fun, right? Or just an example, guys, like I build a car every year. You've probably seen my cars that I built in my other videos. And so like my favorite car that I have is the Black Mamba. And that car has been down for years already. And it was like, okay, I'm gonna do a real big build, right, with it. Where it's like, it's gonna be the best one out of all of them. So that's why I'm just holding back, right? I got all my parts, twin turbo kit and all that stuff, right? And the motor and stuff, and well, it was like, man, that thing's gonna be expensive to build. So I'm like, it's too expensive to build, man. I don't even want to build it, man. It's like, you know what I mean? And so it's like, dude, like where I went to like, oh, I passed this year, you know, like this year I passed, we're not making that car, you know. I don't know, I might change my mind, but right now it's kind of like either I pass or I just do like a halfway build where it's just motor only, you know, NA, right? Naturally aspirated. And the point is, why though? Because of the cost is like, I don't have money to blow like that. Well, in the beginning I didn't, where it's like, I don't have that money to build my car and shit, you know? So I'm like, you know, it's probably not gonna happen, and I'm alright. I'll do it next year, you know what I mean? I'll have money next year for that. So and I will, next year will be way better than this year. For that reason, you know, because I'm busy right now with the park that I'm trying to buy, and that's how it is. It's just you know, constantly seeing where you're at, and then checking out if you can do it or not, and then if you can't do it, you can't do it, and just wait next year for it, right? So I don't know. It's like that. It's like that whole thing where Robert Kiyosaki says, you know, you don't work for money, you work for assets. And the money would have done that for the car, but working for the assets mean like right now I'm busting my ass every single day, paying down my debt, working on my ass at the shop, getting my inventory, doing my rehabs, buying another property or upgrading my property, let's say. And that's the whole thing right now. I was like, ain't no money right now for a car, pretty much, you know. There will be, because it's coming out, it's coming back, but that's the whole thing I just wanted to share with you. But anyways, about to open up right now. It's gonna be 9 o'clock, so I'll see you guys next time. Mamba out.